Hello friends, Shayla here, and today I'm here to film a 3-part TBR video. So essentially, when it comes to TBRs for the month of February, I have 3. So they will be broken down into 3 separate videos. This one right now is going to be my readathon for, my TBR for my readathon coming up on February 10th. I will leave the announcement video linked down below so you can get all the specifics with that. So this is the Manga Love Readathon. It is a 24-hour readathon in which we encourage you, well, I encourage you, to read volumes of manga that have a strong romance base to them. So my TBR is a bunch of titles that either I'm in the middle of reading the series, or they're ones that I want to start trying, or they're one-shots. That's kind of how this is going to work. And when it comes to the readathon, any type of manga that features romance is fair game. It doesn't have to be a specific genre. Originally, I was going to do a shoujo manga readathon, but I decided that would be excluding a good chunk of the community. So I opted to do one that just includes any romance featuring love. So that's what we're going to get into here. I've got quite a stack, but I do have 3 that are on my list for this readathon that aren't currently in my possession. So I'm going to quickly mention those. So we've got Aoharu Ride Volume 3, Shortcake Cake Volume 3, and Takane and Hana Volume 7. That's the other one. So those are the 3 that will be on this list, but I don't physically have copies of yet because they all release February 5th. If you want to know more of what I'm excited about in the month of February, I will leave my releases on my radar list linked down below for you so you know the books and manga that are on my radar for the month. So, outside of those 3, let's dig into all of these because it's a big stack. I've got ambition to do this and host a readathon at the same time. So, let's dig in. So, the first one we've got here is The Aromatic Bitters by Erika Sakurazawa. This is a mangaka that was recommended to me by Laura over at the Manga Hoarder. This is the last one in the Erika Sakurazawa collection that's on Right Stuff that I haven't read yet. I'm still trying to track down Angel's Nest, which is the sequel to Angel, which was one of my favorite ones in this collection that I've read so far. If that ends up here in time, I will probably do that. But yes, so The Aromatic Bitters is definitely on this list. 2 friends cursed with the same fate. They're both stuck in dead-end relationships, and neither can find their way out. When they decide to hit the road and go to one of their country homes for the summer, they learn loads about love, life, and each other. So that's essentially what's going on in this particular one, and I think it's going to be a great adventure. Next up, I'm planning on starting the manga series for one of my favorite animes that I've ever watched. It is absolutely sweet and absolutely adorable, and that is My Love Story. This is about a mixed race guy who ends up with a crush on this beautiful girl that he rescues, and it's about their love story. It is the most adorable thing I have ever seen, so I cannot wait to dig into the actual manga. And if I remember right, he's a person of color and Japanese. That's his mix, if I remember right. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that that African-American heritage is something that's part of him. I just don't remember if the other part's Japanese or some other Asian culture. I want to say it's Japanese, though, because this is manga. But, yes. Anyway, so it's about how he assumes that she likes his best friend because everybody else likes his best friend, but she actually likes him. It's really, really cute. Super duper cute. I could talk about this forever. You'll probably hear me talk about it a lot when I do my vlog for this readathon. But yes, definitely check out My Love Story if you haven't. It's adorable. Next up, we're going to continue on in one of my longtime favorites, and that is Kamisama Kiss. I've watched the entire anime. I've read the first 4 volumes of the manga. So this is volume 5, so I'm definitely going to keep going. I'm slowly collecting Kamisama Kiss, just as I find them on sale and stuff, and I haven't found a box set for it, obviously, so I'm just going to collect them as they go on sale, and yeah, that's where Kamisama Kiss 5 comes in. Essentially, this is about a young girl who has passed on the powers of a shrine priestess, and this is her kitsune companion, and it's fun and shenanigans, and a good shoujo time. Along those same lines, we're dealing with The Demon Prince of Momochi House Volume 3. This definitely gives me Kamisama Kiss vibes, and it's slightly different, but it's still so stinking good. I really like The Demon Prince of Momochi House. So yes, it obviously was going to make this list because it's about young love. Yay, young love. Next, we have volume 4 of Your Lie in April. This is a shoujo manga in which we're dealing with kids who are in the competitive music community. Specifically, it's about 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and how their interactions together change their lives. He definitely has a crush on her. You never know where she's at. Anyways, it's really sweet. It's really fun. The anime is beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful mangas I've ever read. Yes. All of the yes when it comes to Your Lie in April. Next, this is a series that I'm hoping to start collecting because, again, I've watched the anime and I really enjoyed it, and that is Say I Love You. So we're dealing with 2 teenagers who clearly have feelings for each other, and they're the boy is trying to egg the girl on to actually vocalize her feelings. It's really sweet and really cute. I remember just really loving the anime. It's been years since I've watched it, though, so I'm excited to read through it in the manga. Next, we're continuing on with one of my favorites, and that is LDK. This is volume 4. This is about 2 teenagers who end up being neighbors in their apartment complex, and they're, through circumstances, they are kind of living together, and they're trying not to let anybody know about that because that can cause problems for them at school, because he's kind of the super popular guy, and she's obviously not the popular girl, blah, blah, blah. Shoujo tropes, I'm here for it. I really dig the series. Next is another series I'm wanting to start, and that is Honey So Sweet. I've only heard little bits about this, but most of the people who have read it have loved it, so I'm just going to read you the back. Little did Nao Kogure, Japanese names, guys, sorry, realized back in middle school that when she left an umbrella and a box of bandages in the rain for an injured delinquent Taigo Onise, she would meet him again in high school. Nao finds nothing to do with the gruff and frightening Taiga, but he suddenly presents her with a huge bouquet of flowers and asks her to date him, with marriage in mind. Is Taiga really so scary, or is he a sweetheart in disguise? So I think this is going to be a fun adventure to see how this goes down. It just sounds super sweet. Next up, I'm pulling up a BookTube favorite, and that is Horomia Volume 1. I've heard lots of the people on BookTube who've read this absolutely love and adore it. I'm sorry if my tripod keeps shaking because I have a cat that thinks he needs to mark his territory on it. Lights on. It's right in the sun too, so he's just trying to have some sunshine fun, huh? Say hello to the people. Lights on. This is baby number 2. My other one's over there napping in the sun. Go nap with your brother. So yes, Horomia Volume 1. Essentially, from what I can gather, these are kind of like little snapshots of love stories about a group that all interact together. And I hear this first coupling is most people's favorite. So I'm excited to read this first volume. It's Hori-san and Miyamura-kun. So I've heard theirs is the one people are most invested in. So I am excited to give the series a try. On this list, we also have Aoharu Ride Volume 2. I'm not sure if I'll read this before we get to the readathon or not. But I will be reading Volume 3 for sure, maybe Volume 2 if I don't read it before. I still have other stuff to read until the readathon, but if I run out of that kind of stuff, then I'll pull this one. So yes, that's where we're at. And the last one on this stack of manga I'm hoping to get to that day is Moteki Volume 2. This is a big omnibus. This is about a 30-year-old man who is reaching his moteki. Or moteki, I forget exactly how you put the emphasis on the pronunciation. Again, I don't speak Japanese, guys. I'm sorry. You have to forgive me a little bit. But it's his season of love. So all these girls from his past are kind of coming out of the woodwork and expressing interest in him. And so it's kind of him fumbling around because he doesn't know what to do with that information. The first volume I felt kind of lukewarm about because he was making some really idiot, stupid mistakes and treating women like dirt, and I wasn't really here for that. But the progress he was making towards the end of the omnibus made me want to invest in this second one. I did find this one on sale, so if I end up not enjoying it, at least I didn't pay full price for it. But yes, I am really interested to see how I feel by the end of this. I'm not sure if this is the conclusion or not. Don't quote me on that. I think all you can get in the Yoast right now is the omnibuses 1 and 2, but I don't know if that ends our story, so I will let you know once I read it. Alright friends, here is the glorious stack that I will be reading for the Manga Love Readathon taking place on February 10th. Once you guys get your TBRs posted, please leave them down below in the comments. I want to check out everybody's TBRs and use the hashtag Manga Love or 24-hour Manga Love to let me know. If you're not on YouTube, you can let me know via Instagram or Twitter what your TBR is. That way, just use the hashtag. I do search the hashtag fairly often to make sure I don't miss anybody. So yes, I know Bizarre Individual already has a TBR posted, so I will pin his in the comments down below so that you can go and check him out as well. Thanks again for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.